Good morning everyone. Myself JVN Dr. Manish Arora, Professor in Department of Anatomy. Today's my topic is Anatomy of Radius. Radius we will see about the introduction, site determination, features, attachments and clinical anatomy. The radius is one of two bones in the forearm. It lies laterally. We can see radius with pink color. The radius is a long bone. It is divided into three parts along its length. Head of radius marked by pink color. Capitulum of distal humerus articulates with head of proximal radius. Neck of radius surrounded by the annular ligament. This allows the radius to rotate around the ulna in pronation and supination. This is the anterior view of the human elbow, showing the articulation between the humerus and upper end of the radius and ulna. Radial tuberosity we can see in the given picture. The biceps muscle attaches distally to the radius. It flexes the elbow joint and supinates the forearm. This is the lateral side is prominent to form styloid process. Dorsal tubercle, tendon of extensor pollicis longus courses just medial to the tubercle. Listus tubercle, the groove 4 tendon of extensor carpi radialis brevis lies just lateral to listus tubercle. The groove 4 tendon of extensor carpi radialis longus lies just lateral to the groove 4 extensor carpi radialis brevis. The groove 4 tendon of extensor pollicis longus lies just medial to listus tubercle. We can see it in the given diagram. The groove 4 tendon of extensor digitorum, extensor indicis lies just medial to extensor pollicis longus. Distal radius articular surface. Lateral fossa articulates with the scaphoid. Medial fossa articulates with the lunate. Radial notch. This region, the ulnar notch articulates with the distal ulna at the distal radioulnar joint. Muscles attaching to lateral aspect of radius. Number 1, supinator. Then pronator teres in the middle of the lateral surface of the radius. Next, brachioradialis near the styloid process of the radius. Muscles attaching to dorsal aspect of radius. Adductor pollicis longus on the posterior side. Then extensor pollicis brevis on the dorsal side below the abductor pollicis longus. Flexor digitorum superficialis, radial head. It is attached on the anti-oblique line of the radius. Flexor pollicis longus, it is attached on the anterior surface pronator quadratus, it is attached on the anterior surface near the distal end. Cooley's versus Smith's fracture. When distal end of the radius displaced dorsally, then it is known as the Cooley's fracture, and when it displaced ventrally, then it is known as the Smith's fracture. Galeazzi's fracture. The Galeazzi's fracture is a fracture of the distal third of the radius with dislocation of the distal radioulnar joint. So first fracture, radial styloid fracture. It means when styloid process of radius get fractured, it is known as Chauffeur's fracture.